guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a brand new series. I am so excited about this one. I have been thinking about this one for so long. It is a Too Hot to Handle Sims 4 Let's Play series. I am beyond excited, okay? We have a villa. We have 5 individuals living in this villa and it is just going to be so messy, chaotic. It's going to be so fun, so cute, and we're gonna just love it. I am starting off with 5 individuals now, and I may introduce 1 more or 2 more throughout the series. We are living in a villa in Sulani and we are on the beach. We're right on the water, where the experience is going to be so amazing for these Sims, okay? I am going to kind of play by Too Hot to Handle rules. If you haven't watched Too Hot to Handle, it is basically a bunch of individuals who go to an island and they go to a villa where they are introduced to Lana, who is similar to Alexa. Basically, they are not allowed to have any form of intercourse or relations in that way. They can't even kiss, and if they do, they lose a lot of money. Now, this is The Sims, so it is going to get messy, okay? And I know that, and I'm perfectly okay with that. This is going to be such a fun series. Basically, I am starting off this house with $100,000, and if we find anyone doing anything they shouldn't be doing, we are going to punish them by taking away some of their money. So I think it's going to probably be 10 grand for actual intercourse and probably 3 grand for every kiss. And we are going to get these Sims flirting. We are going to get these Sims hot and bothered, okay? And we are going to see what they do. Now, I haven't tested this theory. I haven't done anything, so we don't know if they're going to do anything on their own, but we are going to find out. And with all of that being said, I am going to give you a tour of this beautiful villa that I have found on the gallery. It's so gorgeous. I did do some edits on it, but honestly, as it came, was beautiful. I did renovate one of the bedrooms or 2 of the bedrooms, and I've just added and taken away a few things that I felt we either needed or didn't need. So let's take a tour of this beautiful villa in Sulani. So heading right through this front door here, we are greeted with a dining table that seats 6. So if you could see through the window, that's some of our contestants here. You will meet them very, very soon. But yeah, you walk in and you are greeted with this really nice dining room table. And then this is our staircase here. And then to the left, we have a desk, but I'm going to go around since this goes in a circle. So here is our dining room. On the way in, you have this pretty basic kitchen, but it just looks so gorgeous and I love it so much. So this is where our guys and gals will be cooking their food. We just have a little seating area right here. And walking to the left here, you just have an extra little seating area looking out at the backyard or the water, if you will. And then coming around here is our living room. We have a nice cute little plant here. Once again, everything is very open and airy, which I love. The glass windows make for such a beautiful open, airy setting. So we have our living room here. So gorgeous, so cute. And just a TV and this little wooden fish sculpture. And then heading over here is just a little seating area. There was a computer here, or I put a computer here, and I got rid of it because I had a feeling that's gonna be an issue and they're only gonna wanna go on the computer. So I took that out of here. Over here you have this beautiful little shelf here. Once again, I got this off the gallery. If you're interested in this, I can let you know where I got it. But then you just have a little paint canvas here. What is it called? An easel you have right here. And now let's go ahead and head on upstairs and I will show you what is going on up these stairs. So you come on up the stairs here and you're just greeted with our first bathroom, which we will go on into and I will show it to you. So we have a beautiful tub here, just a sink and a toilet. It overlooks the water. It is so precious and just amazing. So heading away from the bathroom now, going on into our bedroom, we have 6 single beds, okay? It's a pretty basic room, just some beds floating around here. And once again, with some open windows. There are our friends down there, oh my goodness. And yeah, then you come on in here and this bedroom leads into another bathroom which has a toilet and it also has a shower there. So they have the option of using a bathtub or a shower, but I think it's super important to have 2 bathrooms at least for these 5 Sims, because otherwise someone might have to go to the bathroom really badly and might not be able to get there. So let's head on out of this beautiful bedroom here. This, I actually made all these single beds in here. I put them in here because I think they were just originally double beds or like a few single beds and I needed. So I put 6 in here. Ignore the floating thing there. But I put 6 beds in here because we are probably introducing at least 1 more player, but we have 5 for now. So everyone can choose a bed later on. Coming out of the room there, we have just another little seating area right there where our Sims can just chill and relax. Coming into this bedroom here, we have a cute little boat hanging there, and once again with the open windows, glass windows, everything's so airy, open, and fun. We have 2 double beds, okay, in case it's getting a little crazy around here and people want to hang around in the same bed. But I did make the single beds in the other room because we know how Sims are, okay? And we know if they are not close enough, they are simply not going to sleep together. So in the Real Too Hot to Handle series on Netflix, they do have double beds and everyone sleeps in the double beds, but for Sims purposes we are going to just have single beds and double beds in separate rooms, and this overlooks our beautiful water scenery. And heading on in, oh, we have to fix that, but heading on back through the bathroom, let's head back on downstairs and see what's going on in our backyard. Okay, so once again, just a quick walk through the house, through to the back door. We're gonna head on out here and I'm gonna show you what's the haps back here. Okay, so it's quite a big area. We have just some fishing tools here, some lighting just for aesthetic purposes. You come out here and there's just some, you know, fishing stuff hanging around, and we have a little seating area out here. We do have some jet skis, which I'm pretty sure that one is floating. We'll have to fix that, but that's okay. Come on over here, and this is our special privileges suite here. If our Sims seem to be getting along very well and are heading towards a good relationship, or just, you know, having a good time and following the rules, they get to sleep in here, which is beautiful. They get their own little room and they don't have to sleep in the room with everyone else, and that also comes with a small bathroom here, which I'm thinking maybe a tub would be kind of a fun thing to put in here, but for now it's perfectly fine. And now heading back out of here, we're going to come up the stairs back to where we were, and we'll actually come through here this time. This is kind of like a little open glass floor here. But let's head on down here and We have our lounge chairs where our Sims can catch some sun and tan a little bit. We also have these chairs here where we can just hang out and chat, and just, once again, our people are back there, but just some extra seating areas. And then we also have this fire pit that I put here with the log seating so that they can have campfires and just, you know, roast marshmallows, talk by the fire and whatnot. Of course, we also have to have a hot tub. What would we be here on Too Hot to Handle Sims 4 without a hot tub? We need one. So yeah, coming on over here, we have the just outdoor seating table with a grill. We're definitely gonna have some dinners out here with our friends from the villa. So honestly, I think this villa is so beautiful. I mean, just look at this. This is where our 5, soon to be 6 Sims will be living. It's just very beautiful with all the palm trees, all the open, airy windows. I just love this place so much. I think it's gonna be so fun. But with all of this being said, let's meet our 5 individuals starting out here in the villa on Too Hot to Handle. So starting off our bunch here, we have Marcus Valdez. Marcus is an adventurous guy. He loves the outdoors, so any activity that he can do outside, whether it's swimming, fishing, getting on the jet skis, he is there and ready to just do the dang thing, okay? He is an impulsive individual, so he tends to act on impulse very often, and it tends to cause problems in some of his relationships. He does have a high metabolism. He goes to the gym and he's constantly working out, whether that's just getting a few push-ups in here on the deck or just heading off and lifting some weights at the gym. But he does have a hero archetype, so he's super eager to demonstrate his worth and prove something to other people, which sometimes causes some problems with him because he will try to do things that he shouldn't do, or just do things in a hero type way and try to play hero when he shouldn't be, and it's not necessary. But he is a very interesting individual. He just loves to party, loves to be outdoors, loves to just hang around other people and be around other people, which is great and why he is here on Too Hot to Handle. But that is really all about Marcus for right now. But we are definitely going to see Marcus out on the jet skis. We're definitely going to see him flirting and moving and grooving around the villa as he would anywhere else. He is kind of a schmoozer in that way. He will talk to anyone and everyone so that he can get a leg up in this competition and just see where everyone's head is at. So that is really all you need to know about Marcus for now. And we are going to move on over to Weston Penn. We are moving on over to the second guy living in the villa now. He is a child of the ocean, so somewhat like Marcus, he does really, really love the outdoors and just has most of his love is out in the ocean. He loves to surf and just do all the things that involve the ocean. So I have a feeling that him and Marcus are going to be hanging out on those jet skis a lot and swimming and just getting into the ocean and just doing a lot of fun things out there. He's also super cheerful and goofy, so he is constantly picking other people up, telling jokes, just living, laughing, loving, and he tends to just be a little goofy in the way that he presents himself or comes across to other people. He may be a little clumsy or just, you know, constantly telling a joke, and they might not be great jokes, they might be bad jokes. He's just such a fun individual. Weston does have a non-committal trait. as great and wonderful as he sounds, he has some issues with commitment, and in his past he tended to just not be able to commit in relationships, and we just really want to see how that trait plays out in this house, in this villa with everyone else. However, he does have the gregarious trait, which means he builds friendships faster, and I think that just aligns very well with his cheerful, goofy traits. He's also a lover who craves intimacy. We know he's non-committal, so that could cause some problems here in the house. But he is the jester archetype, which just fits perfectly for him since it involves being joyful, silly, having all the humorous traits. So he's just an overall, all-around funny, fun-loving, excitable person to be around. So with that being said about Weston, we are going to move over to our first girly pop in the villa, which is McKenna Rock. She is quite the individual, if you will, okay? McKenna is super irresistible, which means all of the boys are always trying to get at her and always trying to scheme their way into a conversation with her, which gives her a lot of confidence, of course. But she is quite a humble individual. She doesn't typically get that. It doesn't really change who she is as a person. She tends to stay grounded, and she is really, honestly, a business savvy individual. So she is super smart. She is super great with money. She has her own business back at home, and she is just ready to take on this challenge here because McKenna here, she has a jealous trait. So she does get a little jealous when people are talking to the people that she's interested to, okay? So we are going to see probably some of that, considering there is going to be 5 to 6 individuals in this house and everybody's going to get to know everybody, which means it could get quite messy, and we're just going to see how that plays out for McKenna. McKenna here also has the lover trait, which she craves intimacy, and everyone in this challenge pretty much has that and developed that within just a short time of playing. But we're going to see how that plays out with this whole challenge, but I have a feeling McKenna is going to be able to control herself here since she is a humble individual. She does tend to get jealous, so I feel like she's going to shy away from anyone who's currently talking to anyone, and she doesn't want to get involved with someone who might not be committed or ready for something long term. Since she is kind of a business savvy, humble girly, we're gonna see if McKenna is a little more out there, being that she's here in the villa, or if she's going to be a little more reserved, but we shall see how the tables turn. So moving on from McKenna, we are going to go into our girl Lacey McKinnon, stunning, gorge, slay queen. Lacey is our really fun-loving girly. She loves the outdoors, so she might be the type to head out with the guys when they're heading off onto the jet skis, and just might go fishing and do things that a lot of the guys are probably going to do as well. And we're gonna see how that works out relationship wise and who she is most attracted to and who likes that about Lacey here. So she loves the outdoors. She's super passionate, so everything she does, she puts her whole heart into, she puts her all into. She can become a little absent-minded at times as well. She just gets so busy and into the moment that she tends to forget some things, and it has gotten her into some trouble in the past. So we would love to see how it plays out here, and if it even really matters while she's out here on this beautiful island in this beautiful villa. So we will see. But she's also gregarious, so she makes and builds friendships a lot faster. So I think her and the girls are probably going to get along quite well. She is a girl's girl. Sometimes these villas can be a little cutthroat, so we're gonna have to see what Lacey is going to do and how she's going to react to having 3 girls in this house and 2 guys at the moment. So she might head on over and talk to everyone and get to know everyone at first and just see where this challenge takes her. She is also a lover and jester type, so like I said, she puts her all into everything, and that includes her relationships and being intimate, as well as being a jester, which makes her just all the more fun, joyful, and humorous. So I have a really good feeling that her and Weston may get along very well, since he also is super joyful, silly, humorous, tells all the jokes, and they don't typically land, but I feel like they are kind of on the same wavelength. They're kind of the same vibe, but we will see who is attracted to who in just a few moments. Now, since I've introduced you to Lacey, we're gonna head over to our last and final introduction, who is Adriana Emerson. What a queen! Are you kidding? She's slaying so hard, I can't lie. Oh my god. But Adriana is last in the introductions, but certainly not least, okay? She is a fireball. She is coming into this villa hot and ready to just give it her all. So Adriana has the captivating trait, so she is one person that people are just enamored by, and she is the life of the party, and everyone just usually gravitates towards her. She has a big laugh, huge smile, just a really great, fun-loving individual who everyone will want a piece of Adriana. So she also is quite unpredictable, so she's kind of all over the place sometimes. She might feel one way one day, and the next she is just on to the next one, okay? So she may do some quite unpredictable things in this series, but I think she is gonna slay down the house, okay? She is just gonna be that bee, okay? She's also a heartbreaker, so Adriana here has had her heart broken plenty of times, where she has officially become the heartbreaker. She may be getting along with these guys at first, but who knows what's gonna happen, because she might be breaking some hearts around here, okay guys? On the other side of that, on the flip side, she is a domestic person. She has a domestic trait, so she loves her family. She's so family oriented. Her family is big back at home, and she spends all the time that she possibly can with them, hosting family dinners, parties, and all of that fun stuff. She's also a caregiver, so anyone who is in need of advice or help or anything, she is there. She is your girl. And as well as a few others in this house, she also has the lover trait, in which she craves intimacy and does it very well. So this is Adriana. She's quite the girly pop, and I'm so excited to see what happens with Adriana in this series, because I think everyone else is a little muted. Not muted in the sense that they're boring, but not as out there and ready to go as Adriana is. So I think she may be the cause of some messiness here in this villa, but we're gonna see. But I don't know, we have various individuals here, and I am just super interested to see how Adriana interacts with everyone else here in this villa. So with all of that being said, guys, I do want to just let you know who's looking at who at the moment and what's going on. So Marcus seems to be a little attracted to Adriana, and Adriana is also mutually connected to him. She finds him attractive at first sight, but she also finds Weston kind of attractive. So I don't know. She is a heartbreaker. We never know if she's gonna go talk to Marcus and then head on over to Weston the next day. So we will find out in the series for sure which one Adriana is really feeling. Weston has his eyes on Lacey, which is super exciting because they do share a lot of the same traits. You know, they're both super funny, they both really like the outdoors and the ocean, and they're both just like cheerful, joyful individuals. So I really do want to get them talking and see what happens, which I'm really excited to see. Then we have McKenna, who is from the jump attracted to both Weston and Marcos, both of them, which Adriana is also attracted to the both of them. So we shall see how that plays out, guys. And of course, Lacey as well is also attracted to both Weston and Marcos, which is crazy. So all the girls have their eyes on all the guys, both of them. So we're definitely going to have to add an extra guy into the scenario for the next episode or a few episodes in, just to change up the scenery and get someone else in here. But I will say Marcos and Weston know what they want. You know, Weston is looking at Lacey, Marcos is looking at Adriana, McKenna is looking at both the guys. So things are gonna get a little heated up in here, I must say. But we're gonna see how all of that plays out. And I don't want to do this and I hate to do this, but we are going to start the gameplay next episode. I really just wanted you guys to get a feel of the villa and the individuals living in the villa before we fully get into the gameplay, because I think the gameplay is going to be super fun and intense. And I think the best way that I am going to do it, that I think will probably work the best, is to follow one individual each day or two individuals each day and just check up on each person periodically. So like one day I might be playing as Lacey and they might be going on a date or doing something fun that day with someone, and then the next day I may be playing Adriana and doing the same thing. So I think that's the best way that we can cohesively follow their stories without it getting a little too confusing. So with all of that being said, I am so excited to start this series and actually get into the gameplay with you guys, because this has been quite a journey getting to this point right here and making all these sims and getting the villa here. And I'm just so excited to start this series, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I. But we will get into the gameplay in the next episode, and I'm so excited. I will see you guys there, and it's gonna be so fun, so messy, so cute, and I just think there's gonna be so many ups and downs and lefts and rights, and it's just gonna be so amazing. So I will see you guys on the next episode, where we will actually be getting into the gameplay of these 5 individuals, and possibly next episode have a new individual joining the group. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys there. Bye guys.